Dr. Terry Dubrow talks Brandi Glanville's horrific face parasite claims. Brandi Glanville recently opened up about a change in her appearance. At the time, she shared her belief that she had been infected with a Moroccan parasite. Since the story came out, Dr. Terry Dubrow has also weighed in on the situation. Dr. Terry Dubrow has offered his surgical talents to a variety of reality shows. Dubrow is a plastic surgeon and a television personality. He appeared on The Swan and served as a co-host for shows like Botched by Nature, and Good Work. Dubrow also has some history with the Real Housewives franchise. He and his wife Heather have appeared on The Real Housewives of Orange County. Fellow Real Housewives alum, Brandi Glanville, recently shared what she believes recently caused her face to change. According to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star, she suspects she might have been infected by a parasite after a trip to Morocco. Dubrow recently talked with TMZ over the story. As he shared, "I saw one of her interviews and I've seen the picture of her, the one where she is swollen, the one where she is really deflated with the irregular skin." He continued, "Here's the thing, here's what Brandi really needs to focus on, and it's not her fault, it's her doctor's fault. Brandi needs a diagnosis." For his part, Dubrow doesn't believe parasites are to blame for Glanville's condition. As he noted, she has to figure out if there's a microorganism in there. He continued, "It's not going to be a parasite, it's not going to be something she ate, it's going to be from something that got into her bloodstream." The Botched star also offered his services if need be. Dubrow also emphasized the importance of getting help as soon as possible. As he put it, "She's like a ticking time bomb. Every minute that microorganism is allowed to stay in her skin and do potential damage, she could suffer worse for it. It could be more difficult to treat and she could form more scars and more nodules. So Brandi needs a diagnosis. She probably needs a surgical intervention to get a piece of tissue and figure out what's going on." However, should Glanville be unable to get the help she needs, Dubrow also offered his services. As he noted, "Brandi, if you can't get a diagnosis okay, and you need help, the Botched doctors are here for you." The Real Housewives franchise has seen its fair share of bizarre, jaw-dropping, and downright unbelievable moments, but Brandi Glanville's latest claim might just take the cake. The outspoken reality star recently shocked fans by alleging that she had been battling a face parasite. Yes, you read that correctly. Naturally, the internet exploded with reactions ranging from horror to skepticism, and medical professionals quickly weighed in on the matter. Among them was none other than Dr. Terry Dubrow, the famed plastic surgeon and star of Botched, who didn't hold back when addressing Glanville's unsettling claims. Brandi's shocking allegation. Brandi Glanville, never one to shy away from controversy, took to social media and various interviews to share her nightmarish experience. According to the former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star, she suffered from a mysterious skin condition that led her to believe she was harboring an unwanted guest beneath her skin. The descriptions she provided were nothing short of a horror movie script: persistent swelling, excruciating pain, and an eerie sensation of movement under her skin. Glanville insisted that after consulting multiple doctors, she was convinced she had a parasite living in her face. While she didn't specify the exact type of parasite she suspected, her chilling descriptions immediately sent the internet into a frenzy. Was this a real medical nightmare or just another case of celebrity exaggeration? Dr. Terry Dubrow weighs in. Enter Dr. Terry Dubrow, one of reality TV's most trusted medical voices. As a renowned plastic surgeon and a veteran of dealing with extreme medical cases on Botched, Dubrow is no stranger to alarming medical claims. When asked about Glanville's parasite predicament, he approached the topic with both medical expertise and characteristic candor. "I have to say, this is one of the most unusual claims I've heard from a celebrity in quite some time," Dubrow admitted. "Face parasites are exceedingly rare, especially in developed countries. It's not impossible, but there are a number of more likely explanations for the symptoms she described." According to Dubrow, what Glanville might be experiencing could stem from a variety of less sinister causes, including a severe allergic reaction, an undiagnosed autoimmune condition, or even complications from past cosmetic procedures. He noted that dermal fillers and certain beauty treatments could sometimes cause prolonged inflammation or unusual sensations that might be mistaken for something far worse. Medical reality versus Hollywood hysteria. While Dubrow didn't outright dismiss Glanville's concerns, he did caution against jumping to conclusions. The idea of a parasite living in one's face is terrifying, no doubt about it. But from a medical standpoint, we need to rule out other, far more common explanations first. The doctor went on to explain that actual cases of facial parasitic infections are almost always linked to exposure to specific environments, such as traveling to regions where parasitic infections are prevalent or being in direct contact with contaminated water or insect vectors. If Brandi has recently traveled to an area with a high risk of parasitic infections, then a thorough medical evaluation would be necessary, Dubrow added. However, skeptics were quick to point out that Glanville's claim conveniently surfaced amid a wave of other Real Housewives drama, making some wonder if this was just another publicity stunt. After all, Brandi has never been one to shy away from making shocking statements, and she knows how to keep people talking. Internet reactions, sympathy, skepticism, and everything in between. As expected, social media was flooded with reactions to Glanville's disturbing revelation. Fans and detractors alike took to Twitter and Instagram to weigh in on the matter. OMG, if Brandi really has a parasite in her face, that is the most terrifying thing I've ever heard, one fan tweeted. Another user, however, was less convinced. Brandi's been in reality TV for years. She knows how to stir the pot. Face parasites? Really? Sounds more like a botched filler reaction. Some medical professionals chimed in as well, echoing Dubrow's skepticism. Without concrete medical proof, it's hard to say if this is real or just exaggerated. Parasites in the skin usually present very differently, one dermatologist noted. Brandi's response and ongoing struggles. Despite the growing skepticism, Brandi has stood by her claims, stating that she is undergoing further medical tests to determine the exact cause of her symptoms. In a follow-up post, she thanked her supporters and lashed out at doubters, saying, "I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. It's real, and it's terrifying." She also hinted that she might share more details once she receives a definitive diagnosis. Whether this turns out to be a genuine medical crisis or an elaborate case of mistaken symptoms remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure. Brandi has once again found herself at the center of a bizarre and headline-grabbing controversy. Could there be a real explanation? So, if not a parasite, what could be causing Brandi's distressing symptoms? Dr. Dubrow and other experts have pointed to several possible explanations. Delayed reaction to cosmetic procedures. Brandi has been open about undergoing cosmetic enhancements in the past. Some dermal fillers and laser treatments can cause swelling, pain, and irritation that might mimic an infection, skin mites or bacterial infection, while rare conditions like Demodex mite overgrowth or certain bacterial infections could potentially cause discomfort and inflammation. Psychosomatic symptoms. In some cases, individuals who experience extreme stress or anxiety may develop physical sensations that feel disturbingly real, even if there is no underlying infection. What's next? For now, the world will have to wait for Brandi to share her official diagnosis. If it turns out to be a genuine medical mystery, it could shed light on a rare condition that many people are unaware of. If not, well, it wouldn't be the first time a housewife found herself accused of embellishing reality for attention. Either way, one thing is certain. Whether you believe Brandi's parasite claims or not, she's managed to do what she does best, keep people talking. And as for Dr. Terry Dubrow, he'll be right there, offering his expertise and keeping the medical facts in check amid the chaos of reality TV.